Hello, my name is Chris Tomatakis. I'm from Johnson City, New York. This is Rocco, and the purpose of this video is to instruct the beginning pool player as to the proper method of holding a pool cue and forming, as it's known, a bridge. Excuse me, Rocco. There's two different types of bridges, conventional bridges. There's the open bridge, which is formed by crossing the thumb over the forefinger by the middle knuckle, creating a V, and that's where the stick sits on in that V and glides back and forth. Very easy for the beginning pool player to adapt to and get comfortable with. And beyond that open bridge will be necessary to shoot shots that are near the rail of the cue table, or be necessary when you're shooting over another ball. But the majority of your shots will be done using a closed bridge, and that's required especially to shoot more advanced shots down the road as you progress. The shaft of the stick is held between the thumb and the forefinger, and there's two important things to remember: is not to have too wide a gap there where the stick can move back and forth laterally or sideways, which can result in inaccurate or missed shots, but also on the other extreme, not too tight as to create unnecessary friction when trying to glide the stick back and forth. You want it snug enough but loose enough so that the stick will glide back and forth with minimal effort. Some people will use talcum powder or baby powder on their hands, which does help it glide, but I find that keeping my hands clean, keeping the shaft of the cue clean, usually will suffice. One other important thing that I see a lot of beginning pool players make as far as a mistake is to hold the butt side of the cue with their entire hand, and sometimes also put a very firm grip on it. That's the last thing you want to do, because that will cause unnecessary and undue tension on the stick, which again can cause movement of the tip end of the stick and result in inaccurate or missed shots. So the idea is to just use 2 or 3 fingers, thumb, forefinger, middle finger if you want, to hold it lightly and support it just enough so you can slide the stick back and forth. So between a good solid bridge at the shaft end and a nice light but firm grip at the butt end, that forms the basis for to allow you to develop a good stroke. The closed grip will seem uncomfortable at first, but with time you'll get used to it and your play will progress. And the other thing to remember is that the other 3 fingers that support the upper part of the bridge on the pool table, it's important to spread those fingers out as much as you can to get a wide base on the table, because you want the bridge to be still as possible. Any movement in your hand will again result in inaccurate or missed shots. I'll go ahead and demonstrate both the open and closed bridge. Excuse me, Rocco. Oh, the only reason Rocco's here is in the hopes of he'll help me with the ratings a little bit. So here's an example of the closed bridge. Again, nice firm base with your 3 fingers, forming a loop with your thumb and forefinger around the cue stick. Hold your hand should be about 3, 4, 5 inches back behind the cue ball, depending on what's comfortable for you, and stroke. The open bridge, basically the same with the other 3 fingers, forming the V. Some people will actually let their forefinger touch the table as well, which gives you even a better base, and like so. I hope this information will help you. If you practice these 2 different types of bridges, your game will develop and you will advance. Good luck to you, and see you at the pool hall.